What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And Dizzll deletes, right? I've been in the comments and there's people, yeah, like are excited, and then there's a bunch of like haters in there. And what I mean by that is like, how can you? Why would you want to? You're pro Dizzll, but you want to cheer for the government that it's not happening, or it hasn't happened, or it's not codified in law yet. Ugh. So many people just need to shut the fuck up. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway on the channel. And speaking of Dizzll trucks, we have the Ram 3500 Limited. And that truck is, fully luxury, beautiful, nice truck with the most reliable emissions system that's ever going to be on one. And the truck is much lighter than stock. You can win that truck. It is closing out tomorrow. So you got tonight and you got tomorrow, and that's it. It's done. There are some extra entries because you guys asked, we were closing it out. Are we going to get anything before it closes out? It's up. Link is in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. And the combo pack is up in case you want to get in on the Durango Hellcat and the truck. Now, the coupon codes, I've had people asking me about combo 2. If it says it's not available, they all sold out. Coupon code combo is unlimited, gives you 50% off of the 50x multiplier. And there's a 250x multiplier up there right now as well. And you can get a discount by using coupon code TK on anything on the site. Anyways, link in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. So I'm going to put this up on the screen here. So SEMA posted this, a couple other places posted this, that the EPA is now recognizing what the president had said and is going to, allow these SEMA-approved companies, I guess, or companies that work around that method to deal with emission-related components, high-flow cats, displacement on demand. That's like that General Motors, cylinder bullshit that they have going on where they turn a V8 into a 4-cylinder when you're on the highway. Ugh. All of that stuff can now 100% legally be deleted. No question. And I know you're saying, well, what does it mean for Dizzll? Very clear. I don't know if you heard what the president said, and I'm not going to post it in here again. You can go look at yesterday's video. I posted what the president said multiple times, okay? The president, where I'm going with this in terms of, I know we're going to get legal deletes, is they already legalized it for off-road. Yes, I've seen the things where people have said, yeah, you can, but you have to, at some point, bring it back to stock. Okay, what if they don't? What if you can't get a hold of the components? What if your dealer doesn't have it? It's at some point, the burden is not on you. They have to make if they want that shit on those vehicles, then they need to make those parts in perpetuity. They have to make them forever. They're not going to. Which, this is where the president, I think, is smart. And he said it. He said it clear as day. And if you can't understand what the president said, well then, pardon my English, but you're fucking retarded. The president said, can you believe they want to arrest people for fixing their own vehicles? There's not one case you can tell me where somebody got arrested for working on a Ford gasoline car or a Dodge or a fucking Honda. Nobody. Not one. There's not anybody that's been arrested like that for doing gasoline stuff. So miss me with that shit. He's specifically referencing the gentleman who was arrested, I believe he's from Wyoming, and he was deleting broken emission systems off of buses, ambulances, trucks, stuff like to get these vehicles back on the road. and make them more reliable at the same case. And they sent him to prison for it. The president had to give him a pardon. That is who the president is fucking referencing. So why is he referencing a person who's deleting diesels? And in the first thing that he posted when he was talking about off-road vehicles and farm vehicles and things of that nature, they specifically said that you could fix. That's why I love that everybody's coming to the, oh, well, you can't legally delete. They're not calling it delete, dumbasses. They're not calling it deleting the vehicles. They're calling it fixing it. Because if your engine is running at 5% power because of some stupid effing sensor in the DEF system, and you take that entire system off, that fixes the issue. I don't understand how people are so daft or so retarded to not understand what the president's doing here. He evidently has some extremely smart legal minds that are around him that are, wording this the way that they're doing it so that they can get around it. But what is the rest of the, I don't want to call them retarded members of the community do, but they're like, oh, it doesn't mean shit. The fucking shit's not legal. Shut the fuck up, man. God damn. Can you be positive for one point at any point in your fucking life? You gotta be a miserable, take a fucking pylon up your asshole person. Damn. And that's what the other side wants, though. They want the people that can't think for themselves in our communities to be like, I guess we have to wait and see what the Democrats do. Fuck that. Fuck them. Like, seriously. Why are y'all that dumb, man? Anyways, with this new thing, I think and look, we have 20-something more days, and the EPA will literally drop that guidance and put it out there. And look, the president's had that senator back over to the White House. They've talked about the Diesel Truck Liberation Act several times now. And you can thank, I'm trying to remember what it was that brought it back up. Oh, it was, Ford doing that dumb shit, coming to the White House and trying to keep people from being able to fix their shit. So I guess we could thank Farley for lighting a fire under the president's ass to bring this back into, the zeitgeist, so to speak, bring it back into everybody's mental. And doing that as well got the EPA to, president got on Lee Zeldin's ass, and now Lee Zeldin's taking these CRAs, which are all the waivers that California has, every single fucking one, and submitting them as congressional review acts to get them out of there, which would eliminate smog in California. It would eliminate the authority of the California Air Resource Board, and they wouldn't be able to set shit outside of whatever the federal standard is, period, end of story. That's where we're going, man. And I think where the president keeps referencing this gentleman who went to prison for deleting diesel trucks for like county governments and shit, ain't that a bitch? But I think this guy who went to prison and has now been pardoned is going to be a very key component in the president pushing for this to get this done. Here's the other thing that y'all also don't understand. The president is a builder, right? He knows about equipment. What did he say? He said it multiple times too. Like, I would always ask Caterpillar or whoever if they had any 10-year-old equipment that they hadn't sold yet laying around. I want that shit. Why? Because it didn't have all this stupid ass shit on it. He knows. He's not dumb. I need y'all to use y'all's fucking brains, man. He's not dumb. And for everyone that's like, oh, nothing's changed. Bro, it's been a year and a half. Okay? It's been a year and a half, and look at how much already has changed. We're not even halfway through this presidency right now. There's going to be more and more, and he's gonna keep leaning on it. He's gonna keep doing it. And, it looks like they're saying Vance might be out when we have President Rubio, because most likely he's gonna run. And maybe it's Rubio and DeSantis together on a ticket, who knows? But when Rubio runs, if he ends up being the next president, he's not changing this shit. he's gonna stay with the program that was working for the president. Y'all need to get with the program, man. Stop being negative Nancy fucking losers. And I'm not talking to all my subscribers. You know what I'm talking about, though. There are those out there that it's funny. They don't know how to read between the lines, right? When I do stuff, when I'm doing intelligence work, if I'm looking at, vehicles that might be coming down the pipe from an automotive manufacturer, whatever, I literally will look at different memos, different documents, different other shit, things that go from one department to other parts, and I can read between the lines. And when I read between the lines, I'm able to figure out a lot more shit than I'm supposed to know. And if you do the same thing here with what the president's doing between the CRAs and everything else that he's already done, if you do not think for a second, if you do not believe that you're going to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do with your vehicle before he's out of office, well, sir, ma'am, whoever you are, you're fucking retarded. That's all I can say about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, because you know I'm going to be, stay petty, my friends.